Well, hello, this is Mix B, and I'm recording this video for this Code It Solo assignment that some people did while I had a sub on Monday, March 25th. So this is a Code It Solo assignment that reviews for of loops and insert adjacent HTML. We've learned and practiced both of these skills already, but this is one of those assignments where you have to put them together. So let's see what we got here. It's a photo gallery app, and I think we're supposed to have photos that appear here. Yep, it says we'll use a for of loop and the insert adjacent HTML method together to render the image URLs in the array. That means we'll give it the URLs and it will render it on the page using HTML image tags. So here we go. It says there's already a div with the ID image container. I see it right there. So that's where the photos are going to go. At the top of the JavaScript, write a query selector that selects that ID and save it in a variable. Okay, so I'll copy that ID because I don't want to spell it wrong. I'm going to say let container equal, and then document. Let's see, can I just copy that? Ugh. You know I don't love to type, but here I do. Document query selector. And then, remember, you need quotes here. And if we're looking for a class, we use a period. But if we're looking for an ID, we use a hashtag. So now we have a container. It doesn't do anything yet, but now that we've declared it, we can program it. Now the next thing it tells us to do here is add at least 4 image URLs. Well, there's one. I will paste it between these quotes. We see the array has already started for us with the open bracket and the close bracket. So let's do 4 URLs. 1, 2, 3, 4. Lucky for me, I Googled pictures of frogs. So I'm going to click on each one and copy the image address, and then I'll paste it here. So there's one. Here's another. So cute. Let's do 2 more. All right, how about you? Ooh, that looks dangerous. Copy image address. There we go. And last one. What kind of frog? Give me oh my god. Oh, oh my god. Oh my god. That's a turtle frog. All right, it's a frog. Copy image address. Okay, now that we have 4 image URLs, we should be able to use a for loop and pop these into some image tags. So it says write a for loop that iterates through each item in the image URLs array and adds each URL to a tag. Remember, we're going to need that img, and then puts them inside the image container using insert adjacent HTML. That's a lot, right? But let's start with the for loop because that's the first thing it said. So here where it says write a for of loop using insert adjacent HTML, well, they already started it for us. They already used the keyword for, and they already put this information in the parentheses. So the array is called image URLs, and we're going to do something to each element. We're going to say something about image. Well, what are we going to do with each one of those images? Well, we've got that container, and we named it container, and it is in that container that we want to insert the adjacent HTML. And the HTML that we want to insert is not just the image, but that's the first part. We also have to give the second argument. Remember, inner HTML takes only one thing, but insert adjacent HTML takes another argument. You have to tell it where you want the new stuff to go. I always like to say before end. So the stuff goes to the top and the new stuff gets added before the end at the bottom. So this is what happens when we insert the image And we totally forget that we have to add HTML as well. Remember, the image tag goes like this, triangle bracket, img, and then before this URL, we need src because that URL is the source of the image. And then to close the image tag, a triangle bracket. So let's see, we forgot the equal sign. Now we have 1, 2, 3, 4 frogs. That's it. Some people, some browser clients also need a tiny little quote here and another quote here. Because remember, sometimes src has quotes around the image URL. And because we're using double quotes here and here, we need to use a single quote here so we don't accidentally close this quote. Same thing on this side. We have a double quote here and a double quote here, so we use a single quote here. Let's see, is there anything else? Well, you know, we should have alt text on all these images, but in this case, we're focusing on learning for of loops and insert adjacent HTML. So that's it for this one.